We are looking at a rather impressive wild cucumber, Marah macrocarpus variety major. This plant is absolutely growing over and engulfing both red berry and lemonade berry here. This is a native to California and to the Channel Islands. It's found on all of the Channel Islands, plus some of the Mexican islands. I'm often asked when people see this plant completely engulfing other plants, whether it is smothering the other plant, is it killing it, is it detrimental in some way? And I'm sure the plant underneath it would prefer not to be covered up in this way, if it had feelings, that is. It would do better if it weren't covered up in this way. But the reality is that the Marah, the wild cucumber, is not going to last very long. Once the summer comes along, it'll dry up and die back, and literally most of it will blow away, and you'll just see remnants of it. Wild cucumber is an interesting plant. It had a lot of Native American uses, a little bit too much to go into in this video, but it was used for a variety of things. But also, the genus Marah is also known as manroot. It's known for that because this plant has a huge tuber, underground, basically storage root system that keeps it alive during the dry season. And those tubers are as much as 6 feet high in a big plant. So, and big around, so they're often called manroot because of that. Gardeners report that this is impossible to get rid of, and it's true. If you just ripped away the foliage, the plant really would survive just fine with that and just come back next year from this giant underground storage organ it has underground. All right, we're looking at the fruit on this wild cucumber, and it's pretty wild itself. It's a very spiny fruit. This time of year, these spines are not too stiff, but as this dries up, it will become pretty stiff. It's got several big black seeds in it, and as a matter of fact, this is scrub jays on the mainland anyway, have moved this plant around and planted it. In other words, they enjoy the seeds, they store the seeds in the ground, and it's probably one of the animals that moves the plant around because they don't remember where they stored all the seeds. Leaves on this plant are really quite large and have a very distinctive shape to them. The stalk of the leaf comes up right about here, and there's a gap. Kind of reminds you a little bit of a maple leaf or something like that. Neat thing about wild cucumber is that it's such a large plant with large leaves and large fruit and large flowers that and there are some, in fact, distinctive aspects of this particular species. It may ultimately be found to be so unique that it's a island endemic. There needs to be further study on that, but it might be so unique that it's actually something that's evolved separately on the islands.